St. Clair County RESA presents Dateline Schools, hosted by Terry Harrington.
This week on Dateline Schools, we're visiting the Woodland Developmental Center and learning how they're teaching students here communication skills using an assistive technology tool called PODD books. And joining me on the program today is Woodland speech therapist Marnie McLellan. And Marnie, is this something Woodland's developed on their own, or did you kind of borrow an idea from someone?
No, actually, this was developed about 30 years ago, like over a series of years, by a speech pathologist in Australia named Gail Porter. It's been in the U.S. for about 10 years, and originally there was just one SLP that Gail trusted to train. It's Linda Burkhart. She's a big name in augmentative communication, and now there are 5 people trained in the U.S. To train other people on PODD, and we have 2 here in Michigan. And it's been at Woodland. I went to my first training in August of 2013. That was a 3-day training, just an introductory training. And then I went to an advanced training in June of 2014. I started just with one classroom in the fall and then added classrooms slowly but surely. And then when Ellen came on board, she went and got trained, and we added more classrooms until we finally got the whole school trained.
I imagine this really changed how your teachers here at Woodland have been teaching kids since they've had this training.
Yeah, definitely, and it really emphasized how language is learned, because our little children who don't have a disability, typically developing kids, they hear us talking all day long. From the time they're infants, we're talking about their bath, we're talking about eating, we're talking about everything all day long. But if there is a disruption to that process, if there's an impairment in hearing, in vision, in cognition, it doesn't work like that. And having pictures along with the spoken language helps for understanding, and we're also showing them how they can use a different system if they don't speak. So how they can communicate with us, rather than just handing them something and expecting them just to know how to use it.
And imagine it's just opened up the world to them and for their parents communicating with them.
Definitely, and it's also given them a way to express something besides acting out behavior. We see a big reduction in the acting out behavior once the students learn that they can communicate, hey, I don't like this, by pointing to a picture rather than having a behavior.
Back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.